Good afternoon, boys and girls, and welcome to Miss Chastity's Folktale Storytime. And today I have a special friend with me. His name is Mr. Bishop. Hello, everyone. As you see, Mr. Bishop is very sleepy. But before he went to sleep, he told me his favorite fairy tale folklore. And it's the story of the Little Red Hen. So, we're going to start with the story of the Little Red Hen. Once upon a time, there was a little red hen, and she lived with a goose, a cat, and a sleepy dog like Bishop. And the goose was such a gossip. She gossiped all day while Little Red Hen did all the work. And the kitty cat, she was so glamorous. All she did was brush her fur and paint her claws all day long. And Mr. Dog, as you can see, he was asleep all day long while the Little Red Hen worked so hard on her farm. Well, one day, Little Red Hen, on the way back from the market, found some wheat grains, and she scooped them up and put them in her pocket. And she took them home. She was so happy. She said, "Miss Kitty, will you help me plant these wheat seeds so we can grow some wheat?" Miss Kitty said, "Meow, I don't think so, not I." So she asked Miss Goose, and Miss Goose said, "No way, not I. I will not plant any wheat." So she asked the very sleepy dog, and he said, "Woo, woo, woo. Not I. I'm too sleepy to plant wheat." So Little Red Hen said, "Well, I have to do it all by myself." And she did. Little Red Hen planted her wheat, and then over the spring, she started to see some green buds. Then further along, it started to get golden. And the Little Red Hen said, "It's time to cut my wheat. It's so golden and beautiful. Let me ask Mr. Dog, will he help me?" So she asked Mr. Dog, and Mr. Dog said, "Woof, woof, not I. I will not help cut wheat." So she went on and asked the goose, and the goose said, "Oh, not I. I cannot cut wheat, Little Red Hen, not I." So then she asked Miss Kitty, and Miss Kitty said, "Meow, I'm too busy painting my nails. Not I. I cannot possibly cut wheat." So the Little Red Hen said, "Well, I have to do it by myself." So she did. Little Red Hen cut down all the wheat and got it prepared to take to the grinder to grind into flour. So Little Red Hen asked the dog, "Mr. Dog, will you walk with me to take this wheat to be ground into flour?" He said, "No way. Woof, woof. I'm too sleepy. I'm gonna take a nap. Not I." Then the Little Red Hen asked Miss Kitty, and Miss Kitty said, "Meow, I have to get my fur brushed." "Not I," said the kitty. And then the Little Red Hen asked Miss Goose, and Miss Goose said, "Oh, not I. I cannot stand walking all the way to the grinder." So Little Red Hen said, "Well, I guess I have to do it all by myself." So she walked to the grinder and got the flour and came back and said, "Oh, this flour is so fluffy, it will make a nice loaf of bread." So Little Red Hen again asked the goose, "Goose, would you like to make some bread with me?" And the goose said, "Oh, not I, not I." Then she asked the dog, and the dog said, "Oh, I'm in the middle of my nap. Roof, roof. Not I, Miss Red Hen." So then she asked Miss Kitty. Miss Kitty said, "I'm taking my glamour nap. Meow, not I." So the Little Red Hen said, "Well, I have to bake it all by myself." So she did, and she baked the best loaf of bread. It smelled so delicious, and she asked, "Who will help me eat my bread?" And the dog said, "I will, woof, woof." And the kitty said, "Meow, I will." And then the goose said, "Oh yes, I could take some loaf of bread. I will." And the little red hen said, "Oh no, did you help me plant my flower? No. Did you help me cut my flower? No. Did you help me take my flour to the mill? No. So, the only person that will be eating this bread is me," said the little red hen. And the little red hen ate her bread, and guess what? She decided to share. So she did cut the dog a piece. She did cut the kitty a piece, and she did cut the goose a piece. And they said, "Little Red Hen, we're so sorry. Next time, we will help you with all the hard work so we can get rewarded." And the little red hen said, "Thank you so much." And she said, "We can all help each other if we just pitch in." So look, boys and girls, the moral of the story is help around the house, pitch in, do what you can, so mom and dad will possibly give you a surprise, a reward for your hard work. Thank you for having Storytime Folktale Time with Miss Chastity. Bye-bye.